Well, we are just 2 weeks away from the midterm elections, and a new poll for Fox 5 shows a dead heat between Republican Brian Kemp and Democrat Stacey Abrams.
Yeah, these numbers haven't moved very much. The new Opinion Savvy poll shows Kemp at 48.4%. Abrams is less than a point behind at 47.7%, and that is well within the margin of error of 3.4%. Libertarian Ted Metz has just over 1% of the vote. Metz's percentage of the vote's very small, but very important.
Yeah, if he keeps Abrams or Kemp from getting more than 50% of the vote, this race will go to a runoff in December. Now, tonight, we take a look at the man who could play a big role in this election.
Fox 5's Claire Sims sat down with Libertarian Ted Metz today. She joins us from the live desk with more. Claire?
Well, Ted Metz is the chairman of the Libertarian Party of Georgia and the party's choice to represent them in the governor's race. He says he's running to end corruption and improve transparency in our state.
It is painted in the media as a two-person race, which it is not.
Libertarian Ted Metz says voters should know they have options when they head to the polls November 6th. Metz is running against Democrat Stacey Abrams and Republican Brian Kemp to serve as Georgia's next governor. Polling shows Metz a distant third in the race, but he says polling is flawed, and many voters don't see themselves as either red or blue.
The mainstream two-party system is dying, and Americans are hungry for a third voice, or a fourth voice, or a fifth voice.
Metz is a strong advocate for education and health care reform and would like to eliminate income tax in Georgia and instead rely on sales and use taxes to fund limited government. He also believes immigration is fundamental to the success of our country, both past and future.
I don't really understand why there's so much commotion about immigrants coming in. They're not taking our jobs, they're creating new jobs. They're bringing their communities with them. They're forming their own community businesses.
While the Libertarian will likely not win in November, he believes his candidacy has expanded the conversation on cannabis in the race. If elected, Metz says he would sign an executive order decriminalizing marijuana for personal use. And he says legalizing cannabis could not only help get it to patients who need it, but also spur growth for Georgia agriculture.
Well, I would want to see cannabis as legal as tomatoes, cucumbers, and onions.
Metz will square off with the two other gubernatorial candidates in a debate tonight hosted by the Atlanta Press Club. At the live desk, Claire Sims, Fox 5 News.